So, you know, I put the birth plan all on one sheet, you know, and I listed the important phone numbers that I thought should be on there. You know, I made sure it was one sheet, you know. I separated it between what I wanted for delivery and what I wanted for him whenever he was born, like if I wanted him to have the shots and stuff like that. You know, we thought about it quite a bit. We talked about it, what we wanted on there, and it seemed to come pretty easy. You know, I mean, there's so many options out there, you know, on the internet, and the Bradley class gives you a lot of good information on what you may or may not want, and you take from it what you want. So,
we get to the hospital around 11 at night.
Yeah, and the triage nurse is like, oh, we need to start you on Pitocin right away. We need to get your antibiotics going. We need to do all this stuff. And
triage was 3 hours, so we got in our room about 2 in the morning.
Yeah, but the triage nurse was the one who was like, you need to get on Pitocin. And we said, well, you know, we'd really prefer not to. We want to wait and see if, I'm still hoping that my body's going to take over. And the doctor made me sign a waiver going against medical advice. And so I said, okay, you know, I'll sign the waiver and I'll wait till my doctor comes on call, which is like 6 o'clock in the morning. So for about 4 hours, we just rested. I mean, that, and in hindsight, that was the best thing that we did. We got into the room and we just slept, you know, and then my doctor called and she said, you shouldn't have done that. You should have gotten on Pitocin. We need to get your body moving. I was just sitting in the bed, just kind of hanging out. And then whenever they really started kicking in, we started doing different positions. You know, I sat on the ball for a little bit. I sat on the toilet.
They gave her
I did child's pose in the bed.
And she wanted to go for a walk, so they put on the remote monitor.
Yeah, that was the you know, that's what broke the camel's back, was going for the walk. You know, Christina's like, I think you need to go for a walk. You know, she kept kind of, you sure you don't want to go for a walk? So I was like, okay, I'll go for a walk. So then we all got up, we got the remote monitors, and we walked out, me, my sister, and Christina.
That's where I tried coaching her sister. You know, she likes this. And again, you practice all this stuff here, but when it comes to the birth, first birth, you don't know what's going to work, what's not going to work, what you're going to like.
Right.
Just have to go through the list, I guess.
And like before the walk, I had gotten checked and I was at 5 centimeters. And I don't remember what station or how far down. I don't remember any of that. I just remember I was at 5 centimeters. And so I was a little...
You only got checked 4 times? 3 times or 4 times?
I got checked 3 times. I got checked once at triage and I was at 2 centimeters. And she said that was being liberal. She was like, you're barely 2. And so, you know, it was really discouraging because she's like, you're not even dilated, you know. And so I got pretty upset about that. And then my sister was asking the nurse, can you check her? And then Christina's like, are you sure you want to be checked? And I said, well, I don't want to get discouraged. But I ended up getting checked anyway, and I was at 5 centimeters. So I was like, oh, 5 more to go.
And then Elana goes, go ahead, do it. How calm were you?
I think I have to push.
I think I have to push, I'm not sure. And,
That's what I said. I walked back in the door, and my sister's like, she says she has to push. Christina walks up, she goes, are you sure you have to push? Because you are awfully calm for someone who has to push. I said, I think I have to push. Well, actually, I said, oh, I don't know, maybe not. And then, like, it was like maybe a minute later, I was like, I gotta push. I really gotta push. It's there, you know, I gotta push. And so then the nurse came in and she checked me. She's like, you're complete. And that was 2 hours from when I was 5 centimeters to when I was complete. I had progressed within 2 hours. So I pushed on the contraction and his head came out. And then everybody said, okay, breathe. So I came up to breathe and his little hand popped out and everybody said, keep pushing. So pushed him out. So it was maybe 2 pushes and
one,
he was out.
my friend, 1. It was 2 pushes, but it was 1 contraction.
Yeah.
And then they maybe not.
And I mean, this may sound cliche or whatever, but I honestly believe that we wouldn't have been able to make it. It wouldn't have been the experience we wanted it to be if we hadn't gone through Bradley to figure out what we wanted. You know, it was a really good experience to come through Bradley and find out what all our options are, what's going to happen to my body, you know, all this stuff. And it's great for him because besides the coaching part, he actually understands what's happening to you. So,